got a smart speaker, you can say smart speaker, whichever one you got, Google or Siri or whichever one it is. Smart speaker, Play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio, and it'll pop it on for you. We're live on our YouTube channel, Real Radio Monsters, on YouTube. And on the iHeartRadio app, you can listen to us live and then click on the microphone and leave us a message. So, Jeff Howell here today. Good to see you, Jeff.
You too, buddy.
Angel and Ryan. And a couple weeks ago, Angel was talking about and brought up something that I thought was like a unicorn, like not real. And he said something about beef bacon.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of beef bacon. And Eric here was listening to the show and said, I just cured a whole bunch of beef bacon. How you doing, Eric?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So tell me, so you were listening to the show and you heard Angel talking about it, and I was saying I'd never heard of such thing.
I had no idea that this was an option or a thing.
So how long has beef bacon been around, Eric?
Well, longer than I have, as far as I know. I've just started curing it. I own a little company called Bacon King USA.
Bacon King USA.
Yeah, it's
Like
a self-proclaimed Bacon King. No one's ever told me that I'm the king of bacon, but I created the company about a year ago, and I've just basically been doing regular bacon, and then the opportunity came up. We had a couple of cuts of beef that are specifically used for pastrami.
Right.
But
pastrami's good.
Yeah, but we do a full bacon cure on that cut. It's called beef navel, and we do a full bacon cure on that cut, and it turns out absolutely fantastic.
I mean, you picked something that pretty much everyone who's normal loves bacon, right?
You would hope so.
Like ice cream and bacon. Those are two things that people, absolutely, for the most part, love.
Right.
So the beef bacon thing, I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah,
so you're laying some out now. Now, is that beef or is that regular?
Not. This is my maple brown sugar. I've got 3 different kinds of bacon for you guys to try out today.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah. Good. And so this is the maple brown sugar, and then I also have a traditional bacon, and then we have the beef bacon.
Ryan's been so hungry all morning.
I have, man. I gotta get ready. A lot of protein for an upcoming contest.
Yeah. He's
That's
playing.
not going to help your swing.
He's playing a 10-year-old in golf.
Eric, how did you get into, what were you? How do you find, or how do you stumble across into getting into bacon?
Oh, well, that's a long story, but a friend of mine would make bacon burnt ends, beef pork belly burnt ends.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
And those are really good, but
Yeah.
you are limited by the type of sauce that you use to make the burnt ends. So I started doing a little research, and I knew I had a 5-pound slab of pork belly, and I decided, you know what, let's try bacon.
Yeah.
So I decided just a simple little cure, and I tried it, and it turned out so good. I was slicing it up, taking my friends at work, and they were just going nuts over it, and that's what came up with the idea to make bacon as a little side business.
Right.
And so I came up with the idea, and the whole idea was I could take any type of spice that you like and then create your bacon. If you from Louisiana, you want Cajun bacon, we can do Cajun bacon. If you like it hot or like chili, we could do chili bacon. We could do whatever you want. That's what started the whole idea. Then my wife went to one of those I'm going to drink wine and paint deals.
Yeah. I like
and
that.
so I said, well, wait a minute. If you can drink wine and paint, why can't we make bacon and drink beer? So I created a class called the Bacon King Experience, and I actually teach people how to make bacon.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Very cool. All right, so he's still laying it out.
And you were the road manager for Carrot Top.
A long time ago,
That's
yes,
awesome.
sir. Yeah.
I keep thinking you're going to pull out a big cardboard thing of Monica Lewinsky with a sunburn or something.
Carrot Top, I love the guy. He is such a nice guy.
What a sweet guy.
And he'll come in town and he'll text me and he'll say, and I'm like, hey, of course I want to be friends, but I want to get you on the show.
Sure, if you want.
And he'll always be like, oh yeah, I'm going to come by. I'm going to come by. And then I can never get him to come by.
He doesn't get up this early.
Because
he's got to work out.
And that's what he says. He's like, all right, so what time can I be there? I said, well, we start at 6 and we go to 11. And he's always like, ooh.
Yeah. That's
so
what I say.
He doesn't wake up that early, right?
No, he doesn't wake up that early. At least that from what I remember. I haven't worked for him for about 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
But I was with him at the very beginning. You know, just me and him, a little black Nissan pickup truck, and we drove across the country with 4 little prop trunks in the back, just playing colleges and comedy clubs all over the place.
Now, I remember, I don't want to bring up it, but I remember he had another guy that...
Winston.
Winston.
Yeah,
Winston. Did you know Winston?
Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, Winston, we were all in Charlotte when we made the big move down here to Florida, and Winston, came with Jen and
Winston
and
was
everything
the
else.
sweetest guy.
He was awesome.
And he was
Nicest.
working at Carrot Top's house, fell off the roof, broke his leg, and then he's got a broken leg. A couple days later, I guess it was a blood clot.
And
he died.
Yeah, just like that.
And he was such a sweet guy.
Super nice guy.
Yeah,
we shared the same birthday by one day.
Oh, wow.
It's strange because, all my life, I was probably about 40 at that time. And up until that time, nobody's death really affected me. I hadn't had any family members or anything.
Yeah.
That one affected me.
It did me too.
Yeah,
And
he was such a good guy.
Yeah, he was so nice, and then the funeral was because I'll never forget they played a Queen song.
Yep.
You're my best friend.
Yeah,
because his girlfriend or wife or whatever, and oh my God, I was crying. I'm like I was crying. And
I know I felt hard because I actually had nice clothes at that time, but my good shoes had messed them up, so I wore these Mr. Miyagi kind of shoes. Yeah, it wasn't a big part of the funeral.
It had nothing to do with the story.
But Winston was a great guy. He was a big part of the whole Carrot Top family.
All right, so let's try this. So which one do you want me to try first? Let's see.
Well,
here.
let's do number. I got them marked. Just do number one and the one on the left.
Okay. So this is regular bacon.
Yeah, the one on the left. Actually, that's our maple brown sugar. Now, the flavoring is not going to hit you smack dab in the face, but it's a nice subtle flavoring to it.
Oh yeah.
It's got the maple syrup. It's got brown sugar. It's got some onion powder, garlic powder, some black pepper and red pepper flake.
Very good.
And it's not like the bacon you get at the store because the store bacon is just basically salt.
Right.
So these have other ingredients in it,
yeah.
and as the
yeah, man,
good stuff. As the cure happens, as it pulls the moisture out, it replaces the moisture with the spices you have surrounding the pork belly, and so that's how we create our bacon. And most bacon is like a 10-day, or like a 30 to 45-minute cure time.
Right.
The mass-produced stuff, our cure time is 10 days.
10 days.
Man.
10 days, yes, sir.
So the second one, the middle one,
That's basically our traditional bacon.
That's traditional
yeah,
bacon.
but it's not as salty as what you want. The first one is the maple brown sugar.
Okay, that's the one.
The
Okay.
second one is the traditional, and then the last one there will be your beef bacon.
Oh, Lord. That's number one right there. That was, oh, my God.
Now this is the one that we were curious about, the beef. So
Yeah, that'll be the one on the number three. Yeah,
Yeah. So that's very different because it's not pork.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same cut that comes from a cow, except it's not from a pig. It's called beef navel.
oh man,
That's so good.
that's
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah,
Cows are going to be so mad we found this out.
Oh,
and the
I
thing,
believe number three is going to lead to a number two.
and the great thing is that if you really like it, like I said, I teach a class. My next one is April 20th. It's down in St. Cloud.
So you can teach people how to make it.
100%. You get a 5-pound slab of either the pork or the beef belly.
Yeah.
We go through the whole process. I teach you the calculations and the sort of the chemistry behind it.
If I have a big green egg, can I
Absolutely. The big green egg is perfect for smoking bacon.
Angel, that we got a thing we got to do now.
Yeah.
We got to make some bacon
I
on the
want
big
to do
green
this.
eggs.
Yeah.
That beef bacon's incredible.
Will a
Ryan, what do you
microwave
think?
from
Thanks, man.
1996 make this? That's all I got.
How long does it take to make like beef bacon?
Well, once the 10-day cure is done, it's a matter you take it, you rinse all the spices off of it, you let it sit in your refrigerator overnight,
I mean, how long in the big green egg?
less than 2 hours.
Oh, really?
Because you're only smoking it to about an internal temperature of 150 degrees.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, the big part of it is the cure, getting the right spices, combination, and getting it in for 10 days and flip it in your
And
refrigerator.
what is curing, actually? What is it?
Curing is a combination of salt and like a pink curing salt, a sodium nitrite.
Right.
That is used to reduce the moisture. It pulls the moisture out of the bacon.
Okay.
And so when you pull the moisture out, you reduce the bacteria.
Oh, okay.
that's-
Ryan,
So-
what do you think about that?
Yeah, it's real scientific, believe it or
This
not.
is straight up one of the best things I've ever eaten.
Oh, I
That's
know.
awesome.
Isn't it incredible?
I didn't know this existed at all, and now I want it all the time.
Yeah.
So obviously this is all natural, so it's completely healthy, right?
Oh, of course it is. 100%. But I'll be honest with you. Now, with the stuff you get at the store, they just pump it full of chemicals.
Yeah.
And there's really no, if and ors or buts. They goes from pork belly into bacon in 45 minutes. There's a lot of chemical processing going on. So, but 10 days, it's a slower amount. And the amount of nitrate that I put in it is the bare minimum allowed by the FDA for it to be considered a cured meat product. So if there is a healthy bacon, this is it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
God.
So this
is absolutely the best
Everybody who gets a sample, I usually do the St. Cloud Monthly Market.
Yeah,
and-
some guy texted in and said, if this is the same guy at the downtown market in St. Cloud, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come and I did the beef bacon for the first time this past Wednesday, and 95% of the people who took a sample ended up purchasing the bacon, and
my
I
God.
sold out.
So you do this on the weekends?
I do some of the markets on the weekend. I have a real job, so some of my stuff is kind of time constraining. I also with the Porky's Comedy Club and everything else. So
Right.
So yeah, I do some of the stuff on the weekend, but I try to hit the markets during the week because that's when I see to be the most available.
Right.
It's worked out well.
I'm getting out of the
I would-
kettle corn game.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Ryan, dude.
you had to forget kettle corn and get into the bacon game, man.
We could work something out,
I
Ryan.
would buy whatever you have right there, but Detective Barb took my $100.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay. That happens.
Like in the process as you're doing this
Yeah.
and you're developing your own style and everything, like from beginning to where you're at now, how long did that take you?
Oh, I did a lot of different renditions of recipes until I found one that I liked, and I
Right.
found one that my wife could sample and not make that weird face like, what did I just eat?
Right.
I've done some weird stuff. I figured since there's salt in the cure, why not add a little lime juice and some tequila and make margarita bacon? You
Hey,
know.
do you have like a lot of Jewish people that want to buy the beef bacon?
Well, actually, yeah, that's part of the reason why I did it, because 40% of the world's population won't eat pork products.
Right.
So why leave them out of a
Yeah.
goodness like this? So I decided to do the beef bacon, and
I'll tell
that's
you
we're
what.
going to continue to do that.
How awesome is that beef bacon?
I'm sorry.
It's incredible, right?
It is good.
Yeah, oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm renouncing Islam as we speak.
But like I said, come to one of my classes and I'll teach you how to make it exactly. Then you can make it at home for the rest of your days.
Lord have mercy.
It's that good.
How are things going out at Porky's Comedy Club?
Things are well at Porky's. I can't complain. We're having good crowds. Since you guys came out, remember you guys came out to do your big tour there at Jimmy Bear's?
That was so much fun.
We had a blast. But from that point forward, we've gone full time every weekend. So we've had comedy.
It was fun, but that comic was the most uncomfortable.
That was odd.
What was that? What was
Listen,
that?
There is so much more to the behind the scenes thing of that you guys don't even know.
You got to tell me.
Oh my goodness.
So there are those who don't remember. So I'm wanting to be silly, funny. We're all having a good time, blah blah blah. And we got this really funny comic. Please let him on. Russ. Okay, sure, yeah, we were having a good time. And he wanted to argue, and I didn't want to argue, and I didn't want to
Yeah,
get
we're
mad.
having a good time.
and then he became political and everything else. It was,
So what happened with that guy?
long story short, first of all, he's very funny. Just wasn't funny with you guys.
He was not.
He absolutely
I have that same
killed
problem.
that weekend.
It was it was so awkward
It was.
because I just wanted us to have
There's
fun.
there's a whole thing. He texts me that Thursday before we had your deal at the club.
Yeah.
Thursday morning at 5 o'clock going, what are ticket sales like? And, we're a last minute market, so ticket sales weren't the best.
Right.
And I told him what it was, and we had a door deal with him, and he goes, I'm not coming. I go, you're not coming. I think he's busting my chops. And he goes, no, I'm not coming. Go ahead, just let the feature out headline. And I'm like, no, dude, we did this weekend with the radio and the monsters and everything because you're going to be here. It's our kickoff.
Right.
I'm not coming. So that's when I bring in the heavy hitter, and I let my partner Vinny talk to him on the phone, and we ended up getting him from Vegas. But it was still.
But here's the thing: so he didn't help himself that day. He
No,
came in with
he did
us
not help
because
himself.
he was not friendly with us. So I was looking at the texting service like, screw that guy, hell with that guy. Nobody wanted to see him, so he made it even worse.
He bombed so hard, and then he hung out for like a while afterwards. I would have left the state.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what we had alcohol there, and that's why he was sticking around.
So how was the crowd that day?
The crowd, we ended up selling out both shows.
Oh, you did?
And
Well,
the
okay.
crowds absolutely loved him, but he will never be back at Porky's Comedy Club as long as I'm booking the room.
Oh, yeah. So
It's that you can be funny for so much, but once you get behind the scenes stuff and the little highway robbery, I'm not coming unless you pay me more money. It's just,
Yeah, you
it was
can't
more
do
than
that.
what I deal with, and so no, I got plenty of other comedians. I have a list of comedians who want to play my club that are hilarious, just as funny as him, and so that's what I'm going to bring up.
And here's what happens is because when you just said that, Porky's, and I automatically just said, oh, we had a great time out there. And then I thought about it. Oh, no, wait a minute. I did not have a great time out there. It actually left me with a bad taste in my mouth. And it wasn't because of you guys.
I understand.
But my thought process is, oh, yeah, that sucked. And it was all because of that one dude, and he has nothing to do with you guys.
Yeah, I had a great time. that day.
had a blast.
Other than Killer Bees, all the comics we've had on your show have not done well.
And I love Killer Bees.
Bees is awesome.
Oh, that's right. There was the world's funniest biker.
Oh
with
yeah,
you guys.
that guy, and we also let's not forget Skippy.
Oh, Skippy was
Skippy,
terrible.
right?
Oh, my God, Skippy. I
That
forgot
was
about
Ryan's fault.
Was that all Ryan's fault?
Yeah, he built it up. The funniest motorcycle comic in the world.
Yeah.
That's what he built himself. I was just reading what he wrote.
You said
Much like he can be the king of bacon, and I can be the king of Denmark. You can just write things about yourself. It does not have
yeah,
to
but
be
he's
true.
backing it up with amazing bacon.
Yeah.
He is the king of bacon.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly, Eric,
thank you.
stop the club. Just do bacon. Just
Well, you have to understand is that my commissary is Jimmy Bear's. So on their Mondays and Tuesdays when they're not open, I'm in the kitchen making bacon.
Gotcha.
So I still have to be part part of the club. Otherwise, Vinny's going to kick me out too.
All right.
So we
we
don't want to deal with that.
Hey, I like Vinny. Vinny's a nice
No,
guy.
Vinny's awesome. We've known each other for many, many years.
Yeah, I liked everybody there, but I have this bad taste because of that stupid comic.
Yeah.
That just means we got to go back and reset your palate.
Hey, I would love to have you guys come back. You can bring me my microphone you stole.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Did I steal it from there, too?
That's okay. That's okay. We got yours, so it doesn't matter.
okay.
It's
We
all
switched
good.
out.
Yeah, we switched out.
Yeah, I stole one from, where was it?
The thing out there.
The wild broadcast that we did,
You bring your own mic to gigs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I leave with a few extras.
Yeah, but he'll just take whatever. It looks like a microphone, so he takes it, and then he'll leave his and take another one. Which
Yeah,
is,
it's like take a penny, leave a penny.
Yeah, that's a good gimmick.
Eric, we're getting hit up on the texting. Everyone wants to know what's the easiest way to purchase your product.
Well, you can go to our website, BaconKingUSA.com. You can purchase our bacon in 5-pound chunks.
Nice.
But if I'll make your bacon for you. Now it's not made in advance, so when you order, it's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks to get it to you.
Well,
I
that's
don't start
absolutely amazing. We just sat and ate a whole plate of bacon.
Yeah.
No, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, and I got some more here if you want it.
I'm also a big fan of the 15 people who texted in saying you look and sound like Jim Colbert, which is now I see it.
No, he
Me?
doesn't.
Me? I've heard the first baseman from the Philadelphia Phillies, sir, but that's John Kruk. But that's about it.
He doesn't look like Jimmy at all.
Yeah.
Look at the texting service.
Oh, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, they are idiots.
Yeah, they're idiots. Yeah.
But I'll make it for
the
you.
hair
or you
ruins
could,
it.
You could come out. Yeah.
The hair ruins it.
You can come out and take the class. It's $85. You get a 5-pound slab of bacon. You get to make it yourself.
Ooh.
You get a T-shirt. You get to learn the whole process, and then you can end up with the knowledge you get. You can end up making bacon for the rest of your days right there at home.
What
It
days of the
really
week
works
do
out well.
you do that? Normally on a Saturday?
On a Saturday, and actually, if you use the code MONSTERS, you get a little bit of a discount for my next one. That's going to be on April 20th. I got two classes set up, one at 11 and one at 2.
Heck yeah, man.
And if they don't want to come to St. Cloud, hit me up. I travel. Give me 10 people. I'll come to you.
Eric, we've got to work out another time to come back out of St. Cloud.
Oh, I would love to have you guys back out there.
Because I remember it was a great setup.
Oh, dude, we had a blast.
It was great.
Russ Rollins, we had a blast
And
out
the
there.
place was packed.
The food was great.
Yeah.
Place was
Remember,
packed.
Ryan and I ate bull balls. That was
yeah.
And I stayed afterwards
Yeah.
and had some great barbecue. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good stuff.
All right, well,
Vinny knows how to do it.
Eric, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
dude.
guys very much.
Absolutely. You are definitely the Bacon
Wow.
King for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And we really love that. All right.
Changed my life.
When we come back, it's time for the King of Denmark, Ryan Holmes, to make his
self-proclaimed,
daily
Russ.
proclamation. You're listening to the Monster of the Morning.
It's like a text message